High views today. I read The Mirage of You. Writer by TasTamaan. In a small, lower-middle-class family in Bangladesh lived two sisters, Joba and G. Excitement filled their household as a marriage proposal arrived for Joba from a wealthy family. Everyone was delighted, and preparations for the wedding began in earnest. But amidst all the joy, Joba was anything but happy. She didn't want this marriage. Restless and troubled, she paced back and forth, searching for a way out. Her younger sister, G, sat nearby, laughing heartily. "Stop laughing," Joba snapped. "You're awful." Broken tooth grin gives me nightmares. G's cheerful face darkened instantly. Without a word, she left the room, her eyes brimming with tears. She ran out of the house, past the empty, silent village roads under the blazing midday sun, until she reached the riverside. Beneath the shade of a hyjal tree, she sat down. Silent tears streamed down her face as she replayed Joba's words in her mind. It wasn't the first time G's broken front tooth had made her the subject of mockery. Ever since she had slipped and broken it at the well last year, people constantly teased her. Every cruel comment stung, but this time, the words had come from Joba, the sister who always comforted her and told her she was beautiful despite her flaws. G had only been trying to share Joba's happiness earlier that day. "Your marriage is fixed with a rich family," she had said, beaming. "They'll keep you happy, Appa. Aren't you excited?" But Joba, frustrated with her own predicament, had lashed out. As G sat under the tree, wiping away her tears, a voice startled her. "Hey, little one, why are you crying?" She turned to see Ruin, the son of the village chairman and a dentist, standing a few feet away. "I'm not little," she protested, hastily drying her tears. "I'm in class 9. I'm practically grown up." Ruin chuckled. "All right, my mistake. But why were you crying?" "None of your business," G snapped. "Go away and let me cry in peace." "Fine, cry all you want," Ruin teased, pretending to leave. G suddenly realized who he was. Turning quickly, she called out, "Wait. Please don't tell my mother. She'll scold me." Ruin crossed his arms, raising an eyebrow. "Oh, really? Why shouldn't I? Please, just don't." G pleaded, her voice softening. "I'm sorry for being rude earlier." Ruin smiled. "All right, I won't say anything. But tell me, why are you upset?" G hesitated. "Well, you're a dentist, right? Can you make my broken tooth grow back?" Ruin shook his head. "Teeth don't grow back once broken. There's no medicine for that." G's face fell. "So, I'll have to live like this forever?" "Not necessarily," Ruin replied. "There's a procedure called a denture. It's like getting a new tooth fitted." G's eyes lit up, but the excitement faded quickly. "That must be expensive, right?" "Yes, it can be," Ruin admitted. G sighed. "Never mind, then. We can't afford it." Ruin studied her for a moment before saying, "If it bothers you so much, I can do it for free." "Well, almost free. In return, I'll ask your father for something valuable." G's face turned pale. "No, no. My broken tooth is fine the way it is." Ruin laughed. "All right, we'll talk about it later. I have to go now." A month later, Ruin returned to the village and found G sitting high up in the hyjal tree by the riverbank. "Hey! What are you doing up there?" he called out. "Look." G grinned widely. "My tooth is fixed. Isn't it beautiful?" Ruin was surprised. "Really? How did that happen?" "Magic." G giggled. "Pure magic. Now go home, you must be tired from traveling." Ruin didn't push for details, though her joy warmed his heart. That evening, as he sat with his family, his mother sighed. "Poor G," she said. "She was such a sweet girl." Ruin frowned. "G? Kalek Chacha's youngest daughter? What happened to her?" His mother looked at him, sorrowful. You didn't know? A week ago, her elder sister, Joba, eloped with her lover on the day of her wedding. Furious, her parents tried to marry G off to the same man, but his family humiliated her, calling her a broken-toothed girl. Unable to bear the shame, she ended her life. The words hit Ruin like a thunderbolt. He felt a sharp pang in his chest, his mind racing back to G's laughter, her innocent questions, her hopes. She's gone, he whispered, his voice trembling. Forever? That night, as he stood under the hygel tree, he murmured to the stillness, "You were my mirage, G, always close yet out of reach. Will you show yourself to me again, just once? Even if I can't touch you, let me see you, my mirage." The end.